and I dare say with some real force it would probably even split. Wow, didn't need much effort. Here's something you don't see every day. This is an E92 M3 conrod bearing set and engine mounts that we've just taken out of a 2011 E92 M3. It's got 65,000 miles on the car, so not that much, and it definitely uses the later style bearings, what we call the 702 and 703 with the part number there, and you can tell that because there's no copper wear or lead sort of wear. It's just the normal type of wear on the new style bearings with the aluminium and tin. So what I'm trying to say is it's a fairly newish car, you know, only sort of another year, 18 months on, and the car's stopped being produced. Engine mounts have got 65,000 miles on them and are completely broken in half. Very rare. Sometimes you see one broken, like that one's freshly broken, not been broken that long because the rubber is quite strong black. But this one has been broken for ages. It's a hydro bearing, so the oil has all come out anyway. Big cracks around the top, and it's completely separated. And look at the wear patch on that. That's been sat at an unusual angle for a long time, and also it's been rubbing and worn because it's actually gone smooth and it's completely different shape and also colour from the rubber there. So these engine mounts are terrible. They've been driving, probably the car's just been, the engine's been resting on them, and now this car is going to feel a massive amount different. So I suppose what I'm trying to say is if there's ever a good advert for considering to change your engine mounts at the point of conrod bearing replacement, then this would be it. And these are the new engine mounts that we've been putting on. We stock absolutely loads of these, always over 20 sets at any one time. We buy them in bulk. You can use genuine BMW ones, they're quite expensive, about £180 for two. Or you can go direct to the manufacturer, which is Febi, or you can use Mail and you can buy their ones basically without the BMW boxes. We supply a pair of these for £85, so it's really cost effective. You know, it's £42.50 each. That's including VAT. There's no labour to fit them because we're already doing that type of work in the engine bay. And you can tell that they're of a high quality because they're an exact replica. They've got the two holes at the top, which are those two there. They're a hydro bearing, and they've even got the point for guiding the thread through the subframe just here at the end, like the BMW ones have. You'll find the genuine ones, because they are effectively the same manufacturer, you'll find that the copy ones, the ones that are of a poorer quality, don't have that tapered edge on there. They have a complete flatness. That tells you that they're a little bit inferior, but we'll still do the job okay. And some of the copy ones as well have big gaps missing all the way around here. So yeah, we've done our research, we've been using these for years, and we've got plenty sets in stock, and we always do commonly recommend that they're needed, because even when you don't find engine mounts that are completely split like that, you always will find engine mounts that have started to separate and starting to get cracks from where the aluminium is oxidizing and pushing away the rubber contact, and you get splits happening around the top. So the day after making that video that you've just watched of the engine mounts, the next car that we take apart, like I said, a day after making that video about engine mounts, is this E92 M3 here, which has got an exploded engine mount on the right hand side, the UK driver's side. Never seen one that's broken apart and separated like this. So the oil is broken out, leaked out, because it's a hydro mount, so it's got oil inside of it. It's got a lot of corrosion around the rubber, which is particularly bad and allowed the engine mount to split open. That is one of the worst ones I've seen actually. I'm quite interested to see what it looks like when we take it apart and get it off the car, which won't be long at all. Here's one at the other side for comparison, which is what they should look like. So we'll update this video once we've got it off the car. We've taken that engine mount out, the one that we just looked at on the E92 M3. Definitely the worst one I've ever seen. I don't know why it's split like that, but quite coincidental whilst I was making an engine mount video. So I don't even know where to start. I mean, it's just, normally we see cracks around the top, and you get this top section which completely breaks away where the aluminium oxidizes, which is effectively corroding, and you get growth around here which pushes the rubber contact away, and then you sort of get cracks around the side, and sometimes the whole tops come off. But I've never seen one where the middle section is sort of broken up. You've got like a ring around the middle, which is, there's no real signs of impact or any damage, but huge corrosion in the middle, and it's completely, well, it hasn't separated amazingly, so it was still bolted at the top and the bottom and doing its job. But I'm going to ask technician Darren if he can just give that some movement and see if he can actually open up the crack to see how bad it is. Yeah, so all the oil is actually come out, because otherwise it'd be leaking out now, and I dare say with some real force it would probably even split. This is a test. Oh yeah, but it didn't need much effort. Wow, and the middle, which is some sort of metallic washer probably to allow fluid to go through, is completely broken. Snapped piece of metal inside. There's a breakage there and another split around there, and it's just full of, well, nothing, just dust and dirt. I mean, it should have oil in there.
See how much it's been moving. It's made it shiny.
Impacting and shining the rubber, sort of rubbing it to a smooth surface. So there we go. That is a really bad one, and I'll find out how many miles this car's got on it, but it's not a huge amount from memory. Just looking at the data now, it's quite surprising. That's a new one, what it should look like. Nothing really wrong with that, hopefully, because it's brand new. So this car's got 95,000 miles on it. So there we go. It's a manual transmission, E92 M3, 95,000 miles. That was one of the engine mounts, and that is the other one, which was not too bad, but both still serviceable. Ironically, they were mounted, but as you can see, they were absolutely on their last legs.